I know that may be a smart thing to do, but me personally, I don't do that.
Darius here. He puts out videos. Is that
How do you know Darius?
I know Darius. I watch his videos. I watch.
Reach the People CEO. Yes, sir. Darius Sanders in the building. Reach the People Media. This is Darius Sanders.
He's one of the people that keeps us popping and keeps our brand out there.
You see what we got going on, bro. Flew back just for this. First speaking engagement. Just got my degree also. Next video will be about if degrees really matter, bro. If degrees really matter. Speaking of that.
Don't listen to this guy. He ain't got nothing good to say.
Hey, congratulations on graduating.
Hey,
I like your graduation photo.
Hey, I got that inspo from you.
So, recent grad.
Set the vision. I do videography, a little bit of photography, a little bit of graphic design, but mainly video. Work with the football team, basketball team, so fun time.
She's one of the best in the business, especially at CU. Her and Eli are my go-tos. If I need any clips, any photos, they got everything you need. I'm actually glad that she was inspired by my graduation photos. Go check both of them out. I wanted Eli to shoot mine, but I wasn't in town.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we're back in Denver for the Gondola Sports Summit. As you see, speaking today, hopefully I can just give the people everything that Zion has gave me. You know, she's the one that taught me everything I know.
Hey, this you got some insight. Yeah, I'm excited to see what you have to say.
Let's see.
Are you nervous?
Not really. I just don't know what they're gonna ask because it's like moderated. It's not like, you know, you can never know. Like, it could go good or it could go bad.
No, you're fine. They've been asking like good questions.
Stay tuned. We'll take y'all through the whole process. These are the real professionals, bro.
How you doing?
We're the professionals. This is the star, okay?
Tell them what you do. Tell them what you do.
We're freelancers in town. He knows us, shooting a bunch of Coach Prime, NFL Films, crew chief here.
They're too humble, bro. These dudes are legends in the game.
Yeah, if you want to get my camera again, it's chilling over here.
Okay. Maybe I'll just have it on stage just sitting next to me like a flex.
You ready? You ready to go talk?
Yeah, we'll see.
The headliner. That's why they save them for last. They want to keep everybody here. That's why they put them last.
Of course.
Yeah, I think for me, I will say one of my biggest regrets is not taking my heritage and cultural background more seriously growing up. I think, I don't know who here went to Chinese school growing up, but my parents made me go, and I just didn't pay attention to things like that. But now that I'm older and have kids of my own, I think
Today, back in Denver to speak, I'm grateful. Thank you, Georgie, for actually bringing it to my attention and pushing me out of my comfort zone. Sam's been a big supporter and proponent for me to just do different things outside of just being behind the camera. So today is the day. Today is the day that we start on a new journey, and hopefully I can add something to my resume and bring value to y'all watching the video and then the people in the crowd. So stay tuned.
Thank you very much. All right, we're super excited for this last panel of the day today. We're going to be talking about star power, how to build relationships with athletes, coaches, and talent. We just so happen to have an athlete with us today, too. So, please, put your hands together for Patrick Surtain, Kayla Wilkinson, Devin Dismay, Darius Sanders, and Brantley Fields.
Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us. Last one, best one, obviously. We're first going to start off with everybody introducing themselves, telling us a little bit about your background, and Darius, we'll start with you.
Darius Sanders, Reach the People Media. Currently, right now, I serve as, I would say, a YouTube guru. I'm out in Colorado, so I chronicle the daily things that happen at CU, and specifically Coach Prime, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Talk that. I'm Devin Dismay. I'm the director of content and digital over at the X Games.
Darius.
I want to piggyback off what you said first. Athletes are humans, so you may not always have an opportunity to quote-unquote chill with an athlete outside of your workspace, but if you do, sometimes, I'm speaking from a cameraman perspective, sometimes put the camera down. I do that all the time and just like look, see how they are, like really get to know them. I watch their videos. I really like to study people. It's kind of weird, but it's like I want to kind of get I want to kind of get a gist of like what type of person this is, and then you may come up with, like how you said, a plan. It's like, I know you like this artist. How about we do a reel to this song today? It's like, bro, I was thinking the same thing. Just different ideas like that. I feel like making it an intentional effort to, like, I don't know, kind of be an inspiration for them, or be a tool to get that creative outlet.
Darius talks about being the YouTube king and guru of all things. So how have you been able to maximize and monetize your time in Colorado, given, you know, all the pressures surrounding the Sanders and, you know, what Colorado is bringing? So what are some things that you're looking forward to doing this year?
Telling a story. Specifically this year, our goal is to really showcase the benefits that the team is providing to others outside of the team. Like, I know that we increased, well, they say enrollment increased by X amount. They say that Boulder or Colorado in general made X amount of millions of dollars. I feel like those are the type of storylines that need to be broadcast and need to be put out there. The Prime effect, we kind of just really want to double down on that and show that other players have effects in and of themselves too. Like, there's a Shador Sanders effect, there's a Shiloh Sanders effect, there's a Jimmy Horn effect, and there's a you effect. Like, even with our style of content, we talk behind the camera. We want to be an active, like, person in the video because we actually know these people. So really making others feel as though they're on the team, I think that's the biggest goal this season for the content.
Well, this is a topic for everybody. The NIL space, right? It's kind of created a whole new way for kids to monetize their brand and kind of start at a younger age. How do you feel like you can maximize time with the NIL clients when they're already very, very particular about the things that they can do?
So I'll answer first just from my perspective. There's a lot of guys that aren't getting like really big NIL deals. Like, I'm going to give you a specific instance. There's a receiver in Colorado, his name's Caleb Mathis. He was a freshman last year. He wasn't getting any NIL deals, right? But he was obviously getting exposure because of the channels that document his growth and daily goings on at Colorado. So what we did is start a YouTube channel. I always tell the athletes, like, the YouTube channel is like your own NIL. This has a point, so it's his own NIL, right? He ends up getting monetized like in a day because of all the exposure that had built up. We dropped the first video, it hit 100,000 views first day, so he ended up getting paid, right? So now that you have something that you feel like you can control your own narrative, you'll be more open to doing other deals that you may not necessarily want to do. Because when you feel like this is my only avenue, then you start feeling like I don't really want to do it, or I don't know. I just feel like when you have more options, sometimes it makes life a lot easier. So giving them something that they can control in and of themselves, now when they have to do NIL deals that come with terms they may not like, or they don't want to post this or that, they may feel like, you know what, it is what it is. And I can also make money from it too. I'll go to this NIL shoot and vlog it or whatever. Talk to them about when I can release it. So that's just my outlook on how NILs are really playing a bigger part for athletes that are not always like the most known.
And your sophomore at an earlier age, if the NIL system was in place back then?
Yeah, for sure. Just looking at it now, how far it expanded and the growth of it, I would have for sure allowed myself to really invest in that NIL opportunity. Just because for me, honestly, you know, for me, football is not the end-all, be-all. I just want to create more space and opportunity for me to grow, rather it's like building connections, meeting new people through the depths of NIL. So, you know, back in that time, NIL was a big thing. You know, I would have for sure capitalized.
Kayla and Devin.
And just making things dope. Like for instance, the Broncos social team, they do a great job of making things dope and interesting. Just from a video standpoint, direction standpoint, I think they have a clear mind on what they want to do, how they want to navigate it, and, you know, just make things come to life. I think you got to have a vision and you got to build relationships with others to make things come alive for sure.
Darius, you brought up a good point of getting more students to have their own presence, to monetize themselves and be more comfortable working with brands. How do you think we can get more college athletes to build up their personal brand?
Honestly, just talk to them about it. There's so many guys on the team, our team specifically, that are so quiet, they don't talk, but in private, they're like, bro, I want to start a YouTube channel. Like, a lot of people want to show a different side of themselves, but they need help. So what I would say is try to put them on game, basically. This is what I'll do. I'll be recording practice, I'll get some clips, some highlights or whatever, but I'm not just gonna use it for me. I'm like, hey bro, I just set up a shared folder, I just added all these clips in here. At the end of the week, you need to post a vlog, bro. Like, you need to do this. And when they see, honestly, it kind of takes you seeing like monetary results or like other people's testimonials and things to really believe it, but you can serve as that testimony. When you're so consistent with what you do, they have no choice but to believe. They're like, I mean, it's working for him. I might as well take what he's saying to heart. So I think really just taking an initiative. So a lot of times I'll make videos for guys myself. Like, hey bro, you need to do this. Like, this is a good moment. So knowing how powerful you are, your outlet is, I feel like is enough evidence for these players to kind of get out of their shell and want to control their own narrative and start their own channels.
Okay, we got time for one more question. Two.
This one is from Darius. My name is Adrian. I'm from Denver Public Schools. First off, I want to applaud you for the work that you do. Here at Denver Public Schools, we believe that students learn the best when they feel represented authentically. And with that being said, in the media industry, people of color being in the media industry has been, it's been breaking barriers for years, and we're starting to get more and more. But historically, we've had a lack of representation in the media industry. So I'd like to applaud you for that first and foremost. But with that being said, my second question is, are you open to collaborating with Denver Public Schools going into our 24-25 school year?
I definitely am. Also, thank you for that. So just let me know, bro.
We have time for one more question.
Let's go with Billy.
Howdy. Question probably for Darius, but open to anybody to answer. What advice do you have to young creatives on dealing with the financials of working with athletes and talent? Because I think that's it's a difficult conversation to have when you're a young creative and you're wanting to work with all these famous athletes and famous people and trying to figure out, like, okay, we're trying to monetize your account, but what does that look like for me in terms of how am I going to make money once things happen for you?
I think really it starts with the belief in yourself. If you know that this opportunity is going to grant you what you're looking for, then you got to be willing to, stay down until you come up, for lack of a better term. Like, I've worked with multiple people for years without getting paid, but obviously that's how YouTube is. I mean, Caleb's story, I told that for a reason. That's not normal. I did YouTube for 3 years without getting paid. For fun, for the love of the game is what people would say. But you gotta be willing to do that. And I think when you live in that, it won't be such a, like, dang, I don't know, like, you won't get discouraged because of it. Like, it won't last that long. Also, I just want to piggyback off what you said. I don't think you were asking it this way, but I have to tell people this. Financials in general, I think a lot of beginning creators think that you have to have the most expensive gear, you have to have the newest this and that. That doesn't matter. Like, I reached 100,000 subscribers on YouTube with an iPhone. I did that specifically on purpose, so I could be a testimony and tell people this. I made my first 100,000 on YouTube with iPhone, no camera. So hopefully the people that's watching, if there's anybody in here when this clip replays, just know whatever you have now, bro, just work with it. Like, it's you that makes the content work. It's you. It's not the camera. It's not the mic. Obviously, you want the best quality possible, but quality isn't king, bro. Content is king. Interactions are king. Getting those intimate moments, that's what's going to make you stand out.
If you could leave this audience with one piece of advice for working with talent and maintaining those relationships, what would it be?
Make people fall in love with your style. A lot of times, I always tell myself, like, bro, if you play the game, you could possibly lose. I don't try to play the game. I just try to do me. I don't look and see, like, what are other creators doing? Like, how can I do this better? I know that may be a smart thing to do, but me personally, I don't do that. What can I do? What are my ideas? You gotta have that kind of delusion. Content might not be good, but your ideas will become better. Then they'll become great. Then people will be like, oh my gosh, bro, you just did such and such. But nothing changed. You just kept a level head and said, this is what I feel like is my calling. This is what I feel like is how I see things, and I want the world to see it the way I do.
Thank you guys for being up here with me. Also, I want to say thank you to Jared and the entire team for putting on this amazing conference. I know it was a long day, but thank you guys for sticking with us. So, Jared.
Yeah, let's give one more round. We do a photo with you guys. Darius, he's going to take it right back here. Just give it 1 second, take a quick photo. Yeah, maybe stand up, yeah. Trav, can you play some background music?